Woo! Okay, you guys, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Behind the Ink. This is a show that I do every week where we talk about tattoos. Welcome, welcome. We're gonna wait till a few more people get in here, and yeah, hi. So, how many of you guys got in here have tattoos? Let's talk about it. Susie Homemaker, are you on the show? You okay? Okay. Bet. 130 hours? We got to get you on the show. Okay, bet. All right, let me go ahead and pull up the tattoos. Give me a second. Hey, tonight's show is about tattoos, you guys. Not yet, not yet. I waited to lose my weight and stuff. You know what I'm saying? All right, Kaz. Where's Susie's pictures? Okay. No, I just answer questions openly. Yo, Draco, calm down right now, bro. We were just talking about that already, love. 3.5 years clean. Congratulations, Scott. We love a good clean story. I don't have none. Should I get one? If you want to, David, if you want to. Tattooing is, it offers a lot of things in life. Tattoo healing. I just believe in, things like that. I'm nobody's baby. I'm not a child. Don't call me that. Thank you. No, I don't. I especially don't love to be called a baby. Okay. Okay. All right, you guys. Susie's pictures. Okay, they loaded. They loaded. All right, so welcome, you guys. This is a show I do every week. It's #1 trending on the app right now. And it's just about where we talk about tattoos and the tattoos that we have on our body. I like to give a few people who are not scheduled on the show a chance to get in and show your guys' tattoos. So if you guys have a tattoo, you don't have to be super blasted like myself. You just have to have a story behind your tattoos. So if you guys want to share that, um, KK, ask me later, love. Ask me later. Right now, we're doing a show about tattoos. It's a featured show on the app. And okay, let me get you up out of here. Goodbye. Make a new account. You can't get in no more. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Draco, get in the box. Show it to us. All right, so I got two people here, Kaz and Susie Homemaker. I'm going to go ahead and put the first one in the box, and we're going to get right to it. So,
Hey,
hi, Susie.
what's up?
Nothing much. How are you, love?
I'm good, darling.
All
How's
right.
your
Well,
day?
thank you so much for being our first guest on Behind the Ink. I see that you got some tattoos here. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to the chat and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hey, so I'm brand new to the app. I'm like a super baby. I know no one. And I'm a talent manager, so I work a lot and I work from home. So I basically just like chill in the morning. Like I get like 6 hours of work in, and then I like to like come on here and like chill with people, have a coffee, and listen to metal.
Okay. What kind of metal? I'm a metal fan myself.
Oh, like hardcore, like 80s, like glam rock, like all of the great, amazing things from when
Okay.
rock stars were
Yeah,
rock
we just
stars.
went and seen Metallica on Friday. They still got it. They still got
Yeah,
it. It was a
they're
great
so good.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
so
for
good.
sure. Okay, well, welcome to the show. Thanks for being our first guest. If you guys are just now getting in here, you guys, this is a show that I do every single week. If you have one or two tattoos that you guys want to get in and share the story behind it, pop in and show it to us. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull up your pictures that you sent in, and we can get right to it. Ah, okay, perfect. Don't mind the graphics. I'm still stuck
No.
behind it. Okay. Hey, Dale, thank you so much, love. All right, so got a mess everywhere. Sorry. Okay. All right, so let me switch this box over. All right, do me a favor and go a little bit this way. Perfect, just like that. Okay, so yeah, perfect. Okay. Let's see. All right, so we'll just go ahead and start. We'll start at the top.
Oh, that's like the upper part of my left sleeve that is actually an entire cover up, but it's really dope. It's cool. It had a lot of artist work on it, and it was like a ridiculous story. Like I never really wasn't educated on tattoos rejecting until I had like the third session on my arm,
Okay.
and my entire session rejected. It was
Wow.
bizarre.
Okay. Did you ever find out why, or was it because you were just covering up a bunch?
No, that's when it was like brand new. That's why it became a cover up. No, like I saw tons of doctors and like dermatologists, and they were just like, nah, your body just was like not having it. But like it's almost done. It's like a large labor of love. The artist that does it is actually in like Amsterdam. So I used to live there. So it was more convenient to have an artist in Amsterdam when you live there. So it's just been like a longer process now.
Okay, so start at the top. What do you got going on over here?
Oh, that's part of the chest piece because like my chest piece comes like up onto my shoulders and then like blends into the sleeve.
Okay, so
So
tell
like
us about it. What is it?
the chest piece,
Yeah.
oh, that's just like three very important children. I was actually their nanny in the
So I'll show
Netherlands.
the tattoos, Lev, if you want to just talk about them.
Oh, sick.
And then
Okay.
scoot over just a little bit. The box is blocking your face. Perfect. Up a little bit. There you go. Perfect. Okay. So right here, what is that?
In the corner there, that's like the top hat exploding from one of the skulls on my chest, or like lower is like the crow.
Sorry. Okay. Okay. So you said this is what?
That's like a top hat that's exploding off one of the skulls like on my chest, and then it has like World War II grenades, and there's one
Okay.
that's German and the rest are North American.
Okay. Does that symbolize anything to you? How come you chose to get the grenades on there? Just the style you liked, or?
No, it had to do with like each skull embodies the uh like the personality of a child that I was
Okay.
working with.
Okay. And so it goes into the back here. Is that something? It's kind of hard to tell what that is.
Yeah, that's Big Ben's tower.
Okay. Okay. And then you have this comes into a crow here.
So it's like a raven because it's like a London theme sleeve. So it's like got Big Ben's tower and like the ravens from like London's tower. It's got like London's bridge crosses on it with like more ravens and then like water under the bridge and two little Cupid dolls of like little autistic boys I used to work with and like the
Okay.
puzzle pieces for the universal symbol of autism.
Okay. The puzzle piece is here. So how many sessions was this? I see the other puzzle piece here.
Oh, it's so annoying. It's the worst arm ever. It's taking forever. It's like been going on for 8 years because after the thing rejected, I like had to get like doctors' approvals and stuff before they were like, you should do anything with this. So it took forever. It took like doctors took like 18 months
Okay.
before they were like, you can re-tattoo this. And by then I was like living in a different country. So I had
Okay.
to get a
So
new
do
tattoo.
you have multiple different artists?
Yeah, like
How many
many different
artists
artists.
on this arm?
That arm just has well, on the sleeve part of it, it has two, but there are other tattoos on it done by there's one other person on that
Okay, so a total of three artists. And how much did you pay for all this, especially being in a different country?
arm. uh that arm has over 60 hours in it at
Wow.
175 euro an hour.
Okay, which converts into
It's roughly pretty similar to the American dollar.
okay. All right. Well, I like the detail on there. You've got a pretty good artist with this color and his detail, especially on the portraits down here. You lucked out on those ones, huh?
Mhm.
All right. So we'll go to the next one. Okay, got yourself some hand tattoos. Tell us about them. What's this one?
That's the CN Tower because I'm from Toronto.
Okay. And this side?
That's like a radish hopping out of the box because it was just at a certain point in my career in the Netherlands when I was working as a chef. And like I was working with like vegan, vegetarian, raw food, and it was just like crazy busy, like working as the executive chef and like designing all these stupid menus all the time. And I was like, I just need to think out of the box. And my friend, who is a comedian and a tattoo artist, was like, oh, you're like a radish that needs to come out of the box. And I was like, that needs to be a thing.
Okay, okay. How bad did it hurt on your hand?
Oh no, I don't have problem with hand tattoos. So hands don't bother me at all.
Okay, is it fading a little bit, or how long ago
Oh my
did?
God, yes. Like I have like almost exclusively all black and gray work, but like I love the sun and I could not ever wear enough sunscreen. So
Right. Snickers, welcome, love. If you guys are just now getting here, you guys, this is Susie. She's our first guest on Behind the Ink. If you guys have tattoos, get in the box and share your story and show us your tattoo and explain to us what it means to you guys. So, okay, so you got down here. What's this going on?
oh, that's the omega because I have alpha and omega on like opposite knuckles. A friend and
Okay,
I got it done when we were in Barcelona.
okay, okay. So, traveler. So, are these by the same artist? Where'd you get these done at?
No, the CN Tower was done on Yonge Street in Toronto.
By
The
a friend?
radish was done in Amsterdam,
Okay,
and the omega was done in Barcelona.
okay, okay. So, let's go to the next one. Boom. Okay, so let's talk about this chess piece. Let's start from one side to the other.
Okay, so it's like the embodiment of like three children that I like nannied. It was like the initial reason I moved to the Netherlands the first time, and like that one, I just they're like now young adults. So um, that would be the oldest male child. That was born in '99. He played water polo, so that's like a water polo cap where his number is his birth year. He's surrounded by like Japanese water just because of like a traditional influence to tattooing because it's like a Philip Liu kind of skull
Okay.
done by like this amazing artist in Amsterdam. And then the
And what
center
makes you
of
get
it,
skulls to represent the children?
because we all have skulls, we just
Okay.
have faces that change on top of them.
Okay. Okay.
Like I could like you know what I mean? It's like super hard to choose like like could you imagine like trying to immortalize. I find it very hard to think about like immortalizing like a person to just like one face that defines them.
Okay. Especially when they grow and their face features change. I can understand that.
Yeah, because they were
Jace,
like kids.
welcome. Okay, so you pop up here. Jace, get in the box and show your tattoo off. Okay, so you got the second one here. Explain that one.
She's the girl, so she's like super fancy. She's the littlest one in the family, but like she's definitely the queen of the house. So she has her crown, she has her fur coat, she has a scepter, and then she has like a teacup to represent her mother. She's got like eyelashes. I really like her.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
A little bit closer. Okay, boom. Okay, I see that. And where's the teacup at?
So it's I don't know. It might they probably cut it off because it's like pretty low, but like where is it? The teacup.
Yeah, I'll show the tattoos, love. It's a featured show, so I don't want you to get banned for the mod bot. Scoot over just a little bit. The blocks is blocking your face. Perfect. Okay. Okay. So if you guys are just getting here, this is Behind the Ink. This is our first guest. So make sure you guys favorite her. She's new to the app and she's got some great work. So how long did your chess piece take you?
It was two sessions. The first one was 12 hours and the second one was 8. So like 20 hours. And then it's had a few touch ups over the years because it's like old.
Okay. Okay. So we go to the third skull.
Yeah, so that's like the middle child. He was like obsessed with like war and magic at the time because he was like 9 years old and like this like crazy, very intelligent, like very inquisitive, like lovely young man. So his skull is like a cover up of like my very first tattoo, like where the hat is
Yeah.
covered um an old tattoo that I no longer wanted. And
Okay.
it just like I don't know. And then he has a little rabbit down lower.
Yeah. I was going to
Yeah,
say,
yeah,
I
yeah.
see it right here.
The little skeleton of the rabbit because in Dutch their last name means rabbit. So
Okay. Okay. A lot of fillers in the background. Now, so you said you have how many hours on your chess piece?
20 plus like a few touch ups over the years.
Okay. And all by the same artist?
Yeah, aside from the cover up, like almost right where your mouse is there, you can see that tribal, but yeah, you see
Yeah,
it
yeah,
right
I
there.
see it. And then
It's
I
like,
see the also the hand grenades coming on your sleeve.
yeah.
Is that a feather coming out of his hat?
No, that's the top of his hat blowing off.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see it now. Okay. Okay, that's nice. Very interesting. I like the way you put that detail in there. So, how much did your chess piece cost you?
It was a gift.
Okay, we love a good gift.
My their parents paid for it as my going away gift because they were gonna send me to Berlin, and I was like, nah, B, like I will do my own travel, but
Right.
like I would like a tattoo, and they're like, sick, yeah, do it. And I was
Okay.
like, but I want it to be of your kids, and they were like, well, that's weird, but like whatever you want. I was like,
Right. Okay. All right. Tell us about it.
So it's like part of one of my side pieces because both my side pieces start in my armpits and then go all the way down to like 8 inches down my side of thigh.
Okay.
So it's like impossible to show all of them and like not show parts that you can't show. But they're all playing cards, chess pieces, and dice.
Okay. And what's that represent to you in your life?
It's just like life is a gamble, and all of the little numbers and stuff on the tops of the dice all add up to numbers that are like meaningful to me for
Okay.
specific
So, you got
reasons.
8 in the dice here. What's that mean to you?
That was just like a dynamic at the time of like we had like these eight really close knit friends.
Okay. And I see you got the snake eyes down here at the bottom.
It's for my like older brother.
Okay. Okay. See, I love one thing I've learned about this show and also just in being blasted myself is I love tattoos. I love what they do to our body. I love the stories that we have behind them. A lot of people just go get a Friday the 13th tattoo with no real meaning that symbolizes anything, but like every one of my tattoos has meaning to it. And I love to hear other people's tattoos. So if you guys are new and just getting in here, you guys make sure you guys hit that favorite button up top. And make sure you guys hit Susie with that favorite. She's our first guest on Behind the Ink. If you guys have tattoos that you want to talk about, hop in the box. I will cycle you in between guests. We have some more guests coming up for you guys. So I see the cards down here, but they're not. I see the Joker card here.
That's
Um,
the back of a card.
okay, I was
One
gonna say
person with
that
the
doesn't
back
have
of
a
a card.
traditional thing on there. Was that like a tarot card or something like that?
No, it's actually a traditional Dutch playing card.
Okay, okay. Love it. Love it a lot. So tell me how that felt. How did that feel on the side? And is this, where did you get this? Like, what area did you get this tattoo? What state? What country?
Oh, I got it in Canada. I actually got it in London at Hangar 18. Um, actually, my sides, everybody always says they're really terrible, but I would sit for 6 hours on either side only every 2 weeks. You know what I mean? And
Okay.
they got done like relatively quickly.
Okay. And how much did this cost you? Your side piece?
I have no idea. He was like 250 an hour.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah.
Canadian.
So you played a good one for this. Okay. And how did that feel on your side? I hear that this is one of the most painful places to get tattooed.
No, it wasn't bad.
Okay.
Wasn't bad at all. Like, I mean, the worst thing about it is like you got to be like pretty much naked.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, hold on. Is that all the ones you sent in? Oh, there we go. Here we go.
They're
All right.
Springbok skulls. They're just dope.
Okay. So no real meaning behind it, just that you like them.
No, like the artist that did them is actually like a super great friend of mine that I met that I didn't know was a tattoo artist when we met because we made like a different kind of art together. I worked with him and he was a photographer. And then just by happenstance, it came out. He was like, "Oh, this is my day job," and I was like, "Oh." So he had did a lot of stuff on my hands before, and then I was like, "Hey, man, I really want to get some work done by you because I just fucking love what you do and I love you." And he was like, "What do you want?" And I was like, "I would either want like knees or I was like, or you can try your hand at like a whole sleeve." And he was like, "Knees." So I sent him a picture and he was just like, "No, whole legs." And I was like, "Oh, I love you so much."
So
And
this
it,
is down the back of your thighs.
no, that's the front. Those are my knees. Like where the
Oh, okay.
skull's eyes are my knees.
Wow. How'd that feel?
Actually, I was so impressed. Like he is. I don't know why I don't have a lot of big tattoos by him. He was so easy to be tattooed by. It was ridiculous.
Okay. And how did you do one day at one leg at a time?
No, we did the outlines and the shading of this the horns. So it was like just the outline and then the horns were really dark. We did that all at once. Took like 6.5 hours. He's super fast. I was
Yeah.
super impressed. And then he shaded the lower part of the skulls and like the shadow behind the skulls and whatnot on the legs in the second session, but it took 2 sessions.
Okay. And how much did he charge you for it?
It's so funny. I paid him
Thank you.
with like all these gas credits.
Okay. Listen, we love a good discount on a tattoo. I'm a firm believer in paying what you get, and you get what you pay for. And not all of us have a friend or know somebody in the tattoo business.
Right.
And we make that mistake of letting one of our homies tattoo us who fucking suck or who are on drugs and didn't finish our tattoos. I mean, I think all of us got a few of them good stories. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's also the memory. I mean, I've got my first tattoo was done at my house by one of my homies who did a long time in prison and knew what he was doing, but at the same time, he didn't fucking finish it because he was just always loaded. And it was like I could sit through the sessions, but he couldn't. So okay, okay, I like that. I like that a lot. I don't have my legs done. I've only got a few tattoos on my legs yet because I've been in the process of losing a lot of weight. So I
Right.
definitely want to go down my butt, my back, my thighs, and all of that. So I can't wait to start on my journey. I just barely stopped losing the weight and stuff. So after I get my surgeries and stuff, I'm going full force. My chest, I did my chest piece. Oops, I did my chest piece in 1 month. So it was like I went back every week. So
Yeah, but like
I
it's
did, yeah,
it's so big though.
yeah. Well, I was a lot bigger when I got tatted. So I
No,
did,
but I mean just like its coverage is great. Like I
yeah,
love it.
yeah.
It's
So I
great.
like this was one session, then the second girl was the second session, then the
In
next
the
week I
back
came back and did the filler sessions, then the third week I did this. But this one right here, you can see where my collarbone is at. This one right here, I mean, this thing fucking tapped me. I felt vibrations in places that I didn't even know what to do with. You know what I'm saying? So I love tattoos. I love the meanings behind them. If you guys are just now getting here, type one in the chat. Let me know who's in here. You guys are real quiet today. You guys are real quiet. If you guys have a tattoo that you want to get in the box and share, if you guys want to tell us a story behind it, you don't got to see, even if it's a bad tattoo, it's a rough tattoo, if it's got any type of meaning to it, hop in the box and show it to us, man. We want to hear the story behind it. So this is Susie, you guys. She's our first guest on the show. So make sure you guys hit her with a favorite. She's new on the app. Obviously, she's super blasted and got some pretty dope meanings behind her tattoos. So make sure you guys hit her with that favorite. All
Hmm.
right. So let's see. I think I got some more pictures for you here. Bop. Perfect. Okay. Here we go.
Oh, so it's my like lower abdomen tattoo. It's like I don't know, like 3 inches, 3.5 inches below my belly button. It says
Okay.
chance with
Okay.
dice rolled to a certain thing. It was done by like one of my friends that was he drew it and then I had another tattoo artist do it.
Okay. Okay. So it's a coochie tat right above the coochie spot.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I like to call this the front tramp stamp. You know what I'm saying?
You wouldn't be wrong.
Yeah. Do you have a tramp stamp?
I don't.
Okay. 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 There we go. You got the front one though. That's all right. All right. So the dice, do those symbolize anything in the meaning?
Yeah, so the number 32 was like representative to like the relationship I was in then at that point. It's like a thing.
Like a relationship thing. Okay. And you're no longer in that relationship anymore. Okay. All right. But see, I see, like when I got my tattoos and stuff, like I've also got my top support on my body. And, for the ones that are covered up, sometimes you just got to cover up things. But for me, it's like all my tattoos tell a journey and just tell a story. And they was maybe not where I'm at in my life now, but they were a part of me. So to cover things up is just kind of like, unless my tattoos messed up, I didn't see myself ever covering things up. Maybe adding some blood, some red into them. You know what I mean? I think that might help me a little bit. But all right, so let's see what else we got.
On my feet.
Okay, that's what I've heard is one of the top three worst spots. So obviously you're a pain monster and you don't fucking feel shit. But did this one hurt you at all?
They suck. They're the worst one I have anywhere for any
Okay,
reason.
okay. So it looks like another radish.
that is actually 3 beets, and then the other one is 3 carrots, but it could look similar for sure, for sure.
Okay,
And
so okay, so I see beat one, beat two, beat three.
mhm.
Okay, and this okay, okay. And what made you get that? Back to your chef career?
Yeah, but like also I wanted roots because I was like, yo, like that's the
I like
best
that.
we're gonna get. Like we don't, we have to build our own roots. And like when I first thought of it, like I fucking love trees, obviously, but I was like, there's no way that it makes any sense to like, try and somehow tattoo roots of a tree. Like it's gonna take up my whole body and then I'm just gonna look like I'm covered in sticks. So I can't do that. So I thought about roots. So then I was like, root vegetables. That's dope.
Okay, and what made you choose those specific veggies?
I love beets. I'm like, I always do signature salads that have beets in them because, like, I mean, it's been done forever, but it's delicious. That's why it
Yeah,
gets done forever. And then, like, I mean, roasted carrots and roasted beets together are like perfect. Also, I had to think about things that had like similar like greenage on them, like how they grow, so that when it like comes up my leg, it like makes sense that the leaves with it look like the types of leaves, that grow on these things.
dude, my computer is spazzing out. Like I just fucked my
Oh my god,
computer up.
hide your information.
Right, I just like fucked up my computer and jacked up the screen, and like my touch screen is literally look at it's literally going insane right now. Like
That's so
pushing
good.
stuff. Like where'd my stuff go? Okay, well that's fun, guys. If you guys are just now getting here, this is Behind the Ink. It's a show I do every single week where we talk about tattoos, man. So if you guys have your own tattoos, hop in the box and come share your story behind it. You don't have to be featured on the show. If you guys got more tattoos than you really can talk about, or send them into Emoji J. He's in the chat, and he can get you scheduled on the show. So let me see. Damn, did it close out everything? Wow. Okay. And we're experiencing. Jesus, I just can't. Technical difficulties at this moment. And loading. So, are you done? Are you done getting tattoos? Because I see some more open space on you. You got any ideas for some new stuff?
So, like, I'm a big person on like leaving a large area open so that I can do what I want with it once I feel like I have something that like really speaks to me to put there, or because like I can understand, like in your case you're like body goal, like now I can like look at this, what my skin's gonna look like
Yeah,
let's see what we're gonna do with it, like that. I like things like that.
right. So when I
So
first started getting tatted, man, I my artist, I kind of knew at the beginning that I was gonna get tatted, and that I was gonna lose weight. So you can see like even my arms and
that's
my
you.
fingers. Yeah, that's me.
Oh wow,
So
congratulations.
that was me last year, and but you can see when I
Last year.
yeah, you
Wow.
you could see when I started getting tatted and things like that. We avoided places that because I was planning on going to Mexico to go get it done. So I mean, obviously, as I lost the weight, you can see my tigers went from being massive and big to they shrunk down, more detail, more size. My artist really knew what he was doing. We avoided places where I was going to lose the weight at.
Oh,
So
that's smart.
so that's why I didn't get certain things in certain areas. You could see that all that was weighted until I got done. But like when I got my girls, they were huge. They were just a lot bigger like this. And then when I lost weight, obviously they shrunk down.
No, but they still look great.
Yeah, yeah, they still look fire. They actually look better now that they've shrunk down a little bit. But I mean, we just avoided areas where I knew that were my because when he's been through all this before, so I was my biggest concern because like when I first started getting tatted, I was hooked on it, and I was like, oh, I'm ready. Like I did my chest piece in 1 month. I'm like 4 hours only. Like, can you tattoo me more and things like that? So I was telling him like, man, I want to go get the surgery. I want to lose weight and stuff like that. So he really knew what he was doing when we did our sessions. He stayed away from areas where to get it tatted, it would look a lot different. So I was grateful for that. Okay, well, that's all the pictures that you sent in. Let's go. So, anything else you want to share with the chat, or thanks for being on the show today.
Well, thank you for having me. It was
Yeah,
lovely.
yeah, I feel like you can learn a lot about a person. Like you could never have a conversation. This is our first time meeting, our first time chatting, and I feel like the detail in the time that you spent into crafting each one of your tattoos goes to show a lot about, the time that we put into our tats. So thank you for coming on here and sharing your journey. And if you get some more, or if you ever come out in this area, let's go get blasted together for sure. All
Sounds
right.
good, darling.
Thanks so much. Make sure you guys all favorite Susie Homemaker, you guys.
Thank you.
All right. Who in here has tattoos type one in the chat? You guys got tattoos type one. And if you guys are still in here, type zero. Type zero. Who's still in here? Okay, Kaz. Guys, we still have one more guest coming up on the show. Kaz, she's here. Okay, a lot of no tattoos in here. Okay. Okay, well, a few liars in here as well. We like that. We like a good liar. Okay, Jay, we see you. Okay, listen, if you guys typed one in the chat and you want to show off your tattoo, request the box. I only have two. Well, Bama, get in the box and show us, man. I want to put a little person in between. Love, thank you for the heart eyes. Request the box. All right, let's go. I'm going to pull up Kaz's tattoos. Ooh, shit. Okay, Kaz. Okay, Kaz, I see you, girl. Okay. All right, you guys, join me in welcoming our next guest on Behind the Ink. Queen, get in the box. Request the box. I'll put both of you guys in there. Hey, okay, Kaz, do me a favor and scoot over just a little bit. And perfect. Yes. Can you guys see her okay? Yeah, this is my merch, you guys. This is available on sweatshirts, t-shirts, backpacks, stickers, hats. You guys can find all of that through my Instagram. If you click the link in the bio, it will take you to that. So please order some merch and take some pictures so I can post you guys on the gram. Kaz, welcome to the show. Thanks for being our next guest on Behind the Ink. I'm getting super excited. I seen your post that you posted today, so I know you're excited about the show. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about who you are.
Hi, I'm Kaz, and this is it's really a pleasure to be here. I just want to say first of all, I love how you're using your platform to integrate with other streamers. It's amazing.
Yeah.
You're not selfish about it. You have great vibes and personalities. I just love it. And overall, I'm a Navy veteran. I'm a mom of one, and I'm currently in school, about to finish my degree in logistics.
Okay.
And I love getting tatted. So.
Okay, so what's your plans with the logistics degree?
So logistics degree is because I worked with it in the Navy. So I could basically work anywhere because logistics goes into finance, it goes into shipping, receiving. It's so many different things I can do. So probably within a month, I'm gonna actually start applying for jobs, and hopefully it'll be a good career.
Okay. Well, I just want to say welcome. This is our first time meeting. I see that you have TGK in your name. And for all of you guys who don't know, TGK is something that is big country. And it's not just a family. I'm also TGK. I have TGK tatted on my body. And yeah, I got it on my back. Let me see if I can show you. Can you see it? Can you see it?
Barely, barely. It's hard.
Oh, wait, hold on. So I just have the TGK in big block letters, and then it's got
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Okay,
yeah,
I
it's
see it.
got the doves in there, and it says "Trust God's Kingdom" in there as well.
Hmm.
And that's not just a family. So in case you guys don't know, if you ever see that TGK in our names, it's because we put God first in our life, and it represents the God kind. It represents trusting in God's kingdom. And
Hmm.
you can count on all of us who have that in our names to represent
And
God and
also,
to
for me, I'm sorry to cut you off. For me, I just want to say, when you see somebody with TGK, I feel like that's almost like the Batman sign. It's a safe haven to
yep,
be like, hey, can you pray for me? This is what's going on, even though we don't know you. I think we're God loving people, and we don't care who you are. We're not talking about diamonds or anything.
yep.
We're open to get you closer to God and just do whatever. So, yeah.
100%. Let me remind Big Country you're on here real quick in case you forgot. You know, he'd be a busy man. Back.
Big country, guys. He's such a good guy. Oh my gosh, I can't even. Oh my gosh. Words don't
Okay.
even describe him.
All right. So if you guys are still in here, type one in the chat. Make sure you guys hit OG Kaz with that favorite, and let's get into her tattoos. So, all right. Let me go ahead and pull it up. My desk is a freaking absolute disaster right now. Okay. Boom. So the first one that we got in here. Let me flip it around. Bam.
Ooh. So that is more like the crow. So I got that where was I? New Jersey.
Okay.
Um it's something about nature. I'm actually scared of nature.
Okay.
And I don't know why I get nature things. I think I can respect the beauty of it, It's not so much that I have a background about it, but he's just like, surrounded by trees, and there's something so peaceful about birds and nature. That's why I got it.
Okay, so you got that in New Jersey, and was that just one session?
Uh, yes, one session.
Okay, and how much did that cost you?
About 350.
Okay, and how long?
I'll say about 2.5 hours.
Okay, that's not pretty. That's not bad at all. So I see you've got the roses around. Do those symbolize anything, or was it just
So the
adding to your?
roses, it's like I didn't take a picture of it because, like you, I'm trying to lose weight. Well, because I've gained a lot of weight
Okay,
since COVID. So it's like really low on my whole bottom of my stomach, and I got that tattoo in Japan where I was stationed. Um, so
oh, so
that's what
that's
you
two
see.
separate ones.
Yeah, two separate ones. It's not conjoined yet.
Okay, okay, love that. Love that. Casey, welcome, love. Okay, so here we go.
Okay. So on the side, the word says "sky's the limit." So I took a different picture of the rosary and the thing. I'll get into that one later. Another picture. So this one is supposed to just show "sky's the limit." Um, I remember I got this
Okay, so it
because
says it here. Sky's the limit. Okay,
"sky's the limit." Yeah. Oh, but that one I think I took a different picture of that one.
okay, okay. So we'll talk about that when I get on
Yeah.
there. Okay, so sky's the limit. What's that mean to you, babe?
Guys, okay, so I'm from New York. I'm from Harlem,
Okay,
and I remember just one of my favorite songs is B.I.G. "Sky's the Limit."
okay,
And it's basically I got it because that's a girl from the hood, like and I remember getting it because I'm in Japan. Like, what am I doing in Japan? Like, that isn't so possible for me.
okay.
And I just remember always playing that song while I was in Japan, and remember just my old times, my struggling times, and that's why I got "Sky's the Limit" because basically I can do anything. I know I can.
Hey, I like that. I love the meaning behind that. Okay, so we go down a little bit. We've got some stuff over in the background. It looks like Little Mermaid.
Yep.
Okay, okay,
So I got the Little Mermaid in Thailand.
okay.
Um, my friend, she flew her tattoo artist from Philippines. She was Filipino, and
Okay.
he came to Thailand. He was just tatting me up. I, I can't see all the way, but it's Little Mermaid, and she has tattoos on her back.
Yes.
Yes, and so the Little Mermaid's tattoo is probably one of my favorite tattoos. But right above it, it's um, it's like a what do you call it? I forgot the type of fish. My mind is blown right now. Um,
This one here.
yeah, I forgot, but it has the light. You seen it in Finding Nemo? You remember Finding Nemo?
Okay, okay,
And he's trying to just keep swimming. He's trying to bite them. Whatever. It's the one with the
okay.
light in front of his face. It's so
Yes,
ugly. I'm
yes.
so scared of it. But I love mythical creatures and
Okay.
things that under the sea. It's so scary, and it ties into the Navy. Like we was on a ship like forever, and
Yeah,
I always used to think about all the ugly things that lie in a
in
ship.
the
And
water. Mm-hmm.
yeah, so I got that thing because it's so ugly. If you ever look at a picture, it's just the ugliest thing you could ever imagine. So I got that, and it's just art to me also. But
Yes.
I'm totally afraid of it.
Okay.
So
So do you feel like maybe when you got that it kind of helped you a little bit with your fear?
no,
She said, "No, I got it tatted on me and I still don't like it."
for real.
Okay, okay. So these are all by your Thailand, by the Thailand guy.
All right, so no, they're all different. Okay, so the sky's the limit is from my great artist. He's done a lot of tattoos in Japan. His name was Pedro.
Okay.
He spoke Japanese because he was Japanese. He was Mexican, so he spoke Japanese, Spanish, um, and then English, but English not so well. So Sky's the Limit was done by Pedro.
And how much did that one cost you?
150.
Okay, okay.
And then mm, the mermaid, she was about like 250, but that
Okay.
was Thailand. That was a different person. And then the fish, it was in Jersey.
Okay. So I like the way that you got the red color. Obviously, with our skin tone just being a little bit darker, color doesn't hold up to us as much as we'd like to get some super bright color tattoo. We have that skin complexion that can't really
Listen, I
hold
tell
down.
people, man, the only time I wish I was white to get a great tattoo because
Yeah.
the color it sticks so well to other
Sorry.
lighter races. It just does lighter skin
Yeah.
tone.
Yes.
So that red, it's not really sitting well with me, but I got it.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Well, I like that. I like that a lot. So, okay. Ooh.
Woo.
Okay.
All right. So okay, let's go with the B. That's probably one of my favorite tattoos because it has a lot of detail. I love the way my
Yes.
artist just did it.
And
Um,
there's no black. This is what I really rock with. Let me make it a little bit bigger so that you
uh-huh.
guys can see it. I think you really, this is when you get into people who know how to draw versus who
Mhm.
just tattoo.
Yeah,
And you notice in the tattoo here, there's no black outline on, like,
yeah,
if you go to just a basic tattoo artist, he's going to
come on.
draw circle, circle, then maybe shade around it. But
Yeah,
here you can tell this is all shading and
exactly.
there's no black outline on the tattoo. So this tattoo is super fire. Did you get this done all together or was it like one at a time type thing?
That so the B was just a one type session.
Okay.
Um,
I love
it
even
was,
the look at the shadow on the damn bee. That
come
is
on. You
phenomenal.
see, I'm so happy you see it.
Phenomenal. Yeah.
I'm so
And
happy you
the
can
wings are a
appreciate
little
it.
bit lighter. Do they look like they need it? Is that meant to be like that?
Well, I think I've gained weight, so my skin probably grew a bit.
Okay.
But obviously, when I get smaller, I'm gonna get a lot of things touched up.
Yes, yes, yes.
But when I first got it, it was just perfect. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna blame it on my fatness right now.
It's all right, but it's all right. But the detail on that is fire. I mean, the shadow on that thing is just so light and perfectly fire. So, what's
Exactly.
that bee mean to you?
Uh, nature. I tend to go to nature or things under the sea. Um, I'm scared of bees, but I can appreciate it. It's a big science with bees.
Okay.
So even though I'm scared of these things, I learn things about them, right? I
Yes.
don't just want to be ignorant to things like that.
Yeah.
Um, the amount of the honey, the way they live, how they reproduce, it's just so many things that how they actually look. If you take a picture of a bee, it's it's astounding. They're beautiful, beautiful things. I don't want it near me, but I could get it tattooed or I get it tattooed on me, right? So I just got it tattooed on me, and behind it, it's a little bit of beehives. It definitely needs a lot more, just a lot more detail, or just something quick. But I definitely want to get more beehives on me.
Okay.
But if
And
we were to go down, it's a
just to show what you were talking about.
come on, yep,
I mean, that's phenomenal. Just the detail in that thing alone is
yeah,
super fire. And
not the sound, not the bee sound.
I just want to see if it would scare you.
You trying
I love that, man. I love that. Okay, so you got the honeycombs going on in the background. Let me zoom out a little bit.
so
Let's start
under
with the
the bee,
skull. I see the honey dripping on the honeycomb. So was that just adding to the bee, or does that honeycomb represent anything to you?
so the honeycomb, I believe, yeah, no, yeah, it's definitely for the bee.
Okay.
I think more was added to around the skull after I got the skull.
Mm-hmm. So the
Could
skull
be
came first.
no, the bee came first,
Okay. Okay. The
and it was
bee, the
just a little
honeycomb,
bit of, huh?
the bee, and then the honeycomb.
Yeah, the bees, the honeycomb, and then that's when the blackness around the skull came after. So here's the story about the skull. I got it definitely from my person in Japan. I mean, not Japan, Jersey.
Okay.
And it was one session. I got the skull, like the front part of it, not the brains. We found the dope picture of a skull that I really wanted. And when I came back for the second session, because the first session I started crying. I don't know why. It was just painful.
Right. And where is that at?
It's on my stomach, but kind of on a like on the right side. It
Okay.
was just so tender.
That's what I'm saying. That's the top three that I've heard hurt the worst is the side tattoos, the stomach, and also the feet. So
Yeah, I don't know. I don't usually cry, but I
yeah,
did on this one. And I was pretty embarrassed because I take tattoos like a G. All right,
yeah,
you're not gonna call me no pussy.
right. Right. No, I feel that, girl. I feel that. Trust me, I'm a savage when it comes to sitting.
For
But
real.
since I got clean and sober today, since I got clean and sober, it was definitely a different experience getting sober tattoos because I used to just take a little muscle relaxer and be zoned out and just,
Ooh.
smoke my weed and just sit there and just let it blast all up on me.
Hmm.
And so you said the skull took you 2 sessions.
Okay, yeah, because it was just the front of the skull, right? He
Yeah.
couldn't find the picture. It was supposed to be something else.
Okay.
So he couldn't find the picture. So I was like, you know what? I was thinking, we was in a shop. He was like, what are we gonna do? I
Yeah.
was like, put a brain on it.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
he just like free-handed the brain, like it was
Okay.
no picture. Yeah.
Okay. Something easy and realistic to do. I love the way the skull is dripping. I really like that. Are you going to continue on to this?
Oh, I definitely do. But I'm not, getting tatted anymore until like I lose more weight.
Yeah, no, I feel that, girl. I feel that
Yeah.
100%. All right, so we'll slide on over to the eye.
So the eye is definitely a story about it. It's a really yeah. Okay. So I was in Japan. It was probably my first year,
Hmm.
because remember I was in the Navy, and so my family they were just like kind of leeches. I
Yeah,
guess they saw that I was making money, but it wasn't like a lot of money. It was just like I was making money, I guess. And it was just always asking me for money. And I gave them everything I had. And it was to a point where I really didn't have any money to explore Japan, you know? Um, my friends were going out to Tokyo and partying. I just didn't have any money because I gave it all to my family. Nobody ever reached out to me to see how I was doing. Obviously, I was really stressed. The military was really stressful. And just thinking about it. Okay. Um, just thinking about it, and nobody would ever just hit me up. How you doing?
yeah,
What's going on? And I just remember first time feeling depressed, like
yeah,
so sad, like nobody gives a fuck about
yeah.
me. So I don't think you can see the tear anymore. It's supposed to have a realistic tear. That kind of went away with my stretch marks. Uh,
Here.
yeah, so I remember getting that, and just because I was just so sad, just I remember just crying all the time. So I told my artist, the Japanese one, just give me a tear of somebody crying.
Okay, okay. So do you feel like when you got that, because I'm a firm believer, and my artist who did a lot of my work also, we're just believers in the healing that tattoos bring to us and bring
Yeah,
to our body. And do you feel like when you got that, that it kind of opened your eyes to just what was around you, maybe your family and stuff hurting you? And did it have any type of healing process for you?
and, I was
Or
so
does it
young.
still
I
kind
was.
of hurt you when you look at it?
It was the same kind of hurt. And first of all, I was 18. You
Yeah,
know, I just first left the nest. I didn't know anything about life. Just a foreign country.
yeah.
And all I remember just getting a tattoo because this is how I felt. I didn't know anything else
Any other
about like
way to, yeah, yeah. See,
heal or I'm so
yeah,
young.
yeah,
Uh,
and I love that too. And I share this a lot because when I was growing up, and especially at 18 years old, tattoos was really frowned upon. They were
yeah,
really not as welcoming as you are now. Now grandmas and young kids, 18, as soon as they turn 18, the first thing they want to do is get a
yeah,
tattoo. And for me, I didn't know if you can see it, but
yeah.
I have let me see if I can get it.
Stimpy, is that Ren?
Yeah, it is, but let me see if I flip the camera if I can show a little bit better. Um, I didn't know if you can see it here, but I've got slashes all in my arm. So,
Okay,
I used to self harm and things like that. And once
same.
I realized that I didn't have to hurt myself anymore, that I could go and get tattoos,
Yeah,
and it would bring me that same kind of, it was just a whole eye opener. And, for anybody out there struggling with depression and self harm
mhm,
and things like that, I would just highly recommend tattoo therapies, tattoo healing, get something that represents
yeah,
you and things like that. A semicolon, that your story's not over, and things like that, because it really brings you to a place, especially when you're sitting there and you're getting the work and you have that on you forever. Like I got mine covered up. I've got them on both arms. I got this one
yeah,
covered up with some tigers and things like that. So it was just a big thing for me. And I know that there's a lot of people out there that self harm or who've been through that, and who maybe have scars on their body. A lot of people used to cut on their thighs and things like that. And it's not necessarily covering up what you've been through, but at the same time, you could put something beautiful over something that was so self harming to you at one
exactly. Yeah,
point in your life. So I love
mhm,
that. I love the way that you channeled your pain, especially in a foreign country when you're out there by yourself and you had
right.
nothing to turn to. So I love the fact that you decided to get blasted. So let's keep it going. And okay, so let me see. Oh, that's not you? Hold
No,
on.
that's not me.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Ooh, okay.
That's the serpent, the two-headed serpent.
I bet you're scared of that as well.
Yeah, I was, but it wasn't as bad.
You're more scared of everything things else than you are of snakes, girl.
No,
I know
so
you lying.
this one wasn't more about the snake. It was more about the Mexican Aztec culture.
Okay,
I took
explain that.
a class in mythology, so it made me understand more cultures. Also, I've traveled all over Asia, Australia. I was just been so obsessed with cultures. So I know that my tattoo artist, he was Mexican, and this is the story. I cannot make this shit up. Sometimes I'm just an addict for tattoos.
Yep.
I had an appointment, walked in, and I didn't know what I was gonna get. And I said, "You're Mexican, right? Tell me about your culture." We had a good talk. That's just the type of person I am. I want to know about you.
Yeah.
But he started talking. I was like, "Oh, you guys have this history and this history." He was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." So I was like, "Okay, let's look at some pictures." And the double-headed serpent, and then with the double-headed serpent, it has so many meanings,
Yeah. Tell us
especially when
about
it
it.
comes to different colors. Um, but this one that I got, it was just like the one that stood out for me. It was just about a barrier of like corruption and like bad things coming your way, and for fertility and just transitioning to a better you.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what I
I
got.
love that. Okay, so I was gonna say, so you can see the first base here, and you can see the second one coming
Mhm.
out in the snake tails. That's light, and it's right behind your the brain one. So let me see. Do I got anything over there? Is that more nature in the side?
Oh, I think that's the one that goes to the it's like a little web and a spider that's right next to the bird, the
Okay.
crow.
Okay. Perfect. So how come you decided to start all on your tummy? You couldn't really show them when you were in the service that young.
No, so this one I got like a year. I started my stomach a year and a half ago.
Okay.
Um, so it was, I don't know. I know that because my legs were covered already, so I was like my stomach is open.
Okay. All right. So boom. Let me make this
Oh,
little
so yeah, this one was in Japan. It's probably 20
again.
years old.
Again, that the outline, no black lines, just all detail and shading. Okay. So let's
Yeah,
start. You got the rose going on. I see. Let me see. You got some tribal in the background as well. Is that tribal or what do you
yeah.
got
So
going
the
on?
tribal's gonna be a different picture.
Okay. Okay. So
Um,
tell us about this. What is that? A panther?
yeah, it's. I think it's supposed to be a cheetah almost, but like almost hiding in within bushes,
Okay.
just waiting to attack its prey type of thing.
Okay.
It's definitely not supposed to look friendly, but it was just art to me. I didn't feel like I wanted to get it colored in. It was just something about it that I appreciated. But yeah, I got that in Japan when I was about like 20 years old, and it was probably one session.
Okay. And how much did you pay for that?
350.
Okay. And then of course the nature and the roses. It looks like this one needs to be finished. Or are you leaving it open?
Yeah, so I think that one was a different session. So I couldn't get all of it. It was just a bunch of roses and like a dragonfly. Why did I get a dragonfly? I'm scared of those things.
No.
Um,
I see the dragonfly here. Okay.
it's a dragonfly like on roses, like on it, like with the
Yeah.
wings out. It looked better when it had the white end, um, but it was just beautiful. So I can't. One thing I think as human beings we have to give nature its credit. It's
Yes.
beautiful. It's sometimes scary, but it's a beautiful thing.
Yes, absolutely. I agree 100%.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's keep going. All right.
So that's the back. The back. What do you call this? The
Back shoulder.
the shoulder. Shoulder. Okay. Um, So yeah, it was just a bird and he's singing on a mic. I think it's cut out, but he's singing on a mic. And I know that I love music. I played
Yes.
piano growing up. I played violin when I was in the Bronx. Um, so yeah, people used to be like, "Oh, where's his thing to plug in the mic?" It's so fucking corny. Let the fucking bird sing. I got a bird singing because when you wake up, what do you hear? It's a bird always tweeting about something, about something. Maybe they're singing to each other, maybe they're talking. Who knows? But it's a beautiful sound. So I have to, combine that with music. Just give the bird its mic and let it sing.
Absolutely. I love that. All right. See you later, love. All right. I love that. More nature, more nature. I'm sure you're not scared of the bird.
No, I am.
Okay. Ooh, this is a good one. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
So this is on your back.
No, this is my thigh.
Oh, okay. Okay.
My thigh. Okay, so first, it's the you can see the outline of Africa, and then it's the tiger in the middle.
Oh, the Africa is like this. Okay.
Yeah. So I
Wow.
got that tattoo first, and I was in Japan. Um, it was obviously I'm African American. I know my dad is African, and I just wanted to be tied to a little bit of Africa. I don't know much about my country or the country itself, but that was just to symbolize just Africa, and it's a beautiful country, especially the lion. He's so strong, and at the time, I thought I was like the strongest thing ever. Maybe I still am, but who knows?
Right.
But that's why I got it. It's a beautiful tattoo.
Okay. That's nice. Okay, I love that. Queen B, thank you, love. Guys, if we're gonna send gifts, please send the People's Choice Awards. We are number 2 right now, going on for that. So, okay, so boom. Thank you, babe. Okay, so if you guys are just now getting here, you guys, this is our last guest on Behind the Ink. So thanks for being here. And let's see. Okay, so we got more music. Oh, this is the back of the music
Yeah,
tattoo.
that's right on the spine.
Okay.
That was my second tattoo. So my first tattoo is right here. It says New York. The second tattoo is the same guy. He was in the Bronx. He was in a house, and
Yeah.
I paid $100. First of all, he wanted like 300, and I was like, I ain't got it, I ain't got it. And he was like 100. So it just go all the way down, up and all the way down. It's basic. It's my second tattoo. Not the proudest moment, but
It's
it
all
can be
right. When you get that, that's easily fixable. Super, it's easy touch up. That ain't nothing. You can get
right,
touched up and fixed onto, but we get it. I love it. I got music notes and stuff like that on my body as well.
right.
Okay, okay. Love it, love it. Love the meaning behind the tattoos. All right, so here's the side one. Okay, obviously you got that because you're from New York. I love that. That's great detail. So that's
All
by
right,
the
so
Jersey.
backstory. I flew from Japan to see my mom in the Bronx, and I'm not sure if you guys know Black Ink.
Yeah.
So I went to Black Ink in Harlem. I took a train, went to Black Ink in Harlem, and I got that tattoo there. They charge like 250 an hour, but my dude Angel, some Puerto Rican with dreads, he was like, you know what, I'm gonna finish it. I went on for 5 hours with that, and behind it is the American flag.
Okay. And what's it say?
Oh, so right there is a rosary. I'm Catholic. It's a rosary. Obviously, Catholics do rosaries, and it's a creed. It's called the Apostles' Creed. Because we believe in one God, the Father Almighty. It's so long, but that's probably like a little bit of the creed.
Okay, I love that. I love that. I love that. I love the detail on that. So that's so black ink. So how much you pay for this one?
So for the Statue of Liberty was 500, even though it was supposed to be much more. Um, but the rosary and the creed I got in Japan, it was about like 500 too. So it was
Okay.
in the words, yeah.
Okay, love that. Love that.
Oh, is that the Reaper?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's the Reaper playing the violin.
Okay.
I was just depressed at that time. It was also in Japan, that one. Um, I can't. It was something like my meaning behind it was death doesn't always have to be so sad.
Okay.
So that was just my thing. I played the violin too. So it was like when somebody dies, I know my mother was kind of on her deathbed at that time.
Yeah.
Uh, I just, when somebody dies, we listen to a song that they like, or, that reminds me of, of them. And I'm really connected to music. So,
Yep.
yeah.
I like that. I like that you turn something that's so dark and usually has a very dark meaning and you made it into something that relates to you as well with the violin and things like that. So
Definitely.
you've got the ship underneath it.
Oh, so I was on the Navy ship, and my biggest fear, right? Because it's also octopus, and octopus is
Yeah.
obviously trying to grab the ship. So when I got on the ship, that was my biggest fear. I'm gonna run into a big mythical octopus creature. And he's gonna take over the ship. It's not done. I got that one in California. I cried on that one too. But yeah, that was just my biggest. I was so scared of being on a ship, but obviously, octopus got us. So.
Okay. I like that. I definitely wanted to get some water and some under the sea type stuff on my legs. So
Mhm.
I love that. I definitely wanted to get an octopus on me as well. All right. Well, I think that's all the tattoos that you send in.
Okay.
So, who's still here? You guys type one. Thank you so much for sharing your journey and your
Thank you.
tattoos on there. Is there anything else you want to tell us? What times do you stream? If you have any shows or anything you want to plug in the chat, please do so.
Every morning I do coffee with Kaz. It starts at like 8:30 in the morning, and I take that time to just motivate everyone who needs a prayer. And I play worship music, and
Okay.
it's just a positive vibe, positive way to start your day. Um, just things that you need to hear, things that you forgot. That you're probably down on yourself and everything else. TGK guys, take a look into it if you have
Yeah.
any more questions. And also thank you, Charismatic, for once again sharing your platform. You're such a beautiful soul. I can't say that for everybody, but you are, and that's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks for being on the show. I really
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right. All right, guys, listen, if you guys are still here, you guys were real quiet tonight. I didn't get it, but whatever. And make sure you guys come on Tuesdays. If you guys know anybody who has tattoos, invite them to the show so that we can get them on and we can hear the story behind their work, because I love tattoos and I love what they mean to people in their life and just hearing about their journeys that they have. So thanks again for being here. And yeah. That's it. I'm not going to restart. Can I be on it? You can, Brenda. Send in your tattoos to Emoji J, and we'll get you scheduled on the show for sure. All right, let me change my caption. Bye.